I brought this channel to life because I want to bring life back to the addicts, back to the alcoholics who are still out there suffering. I want to bring a message to know that you can beat this thing, and I'm living proof of it. I was an addict for about 13 years of my life, and I didn't pay for those drugs with money. I paid for them with time out of my life. God forever changed my life. He set me free from my addiction. He set me free from my torment, from the hell that I was in. But sometimes I still felt hopeless. Sometimes I was still depressed. Because I was 29 years old, living with my parents, no job, felonies on my record, and even though God told me otherwise, I was still having a hard time with this. I'll be an addict the rest of my life. I'll die an addict, but I'll die sober by the grace of God. I was so ashamed and so disappointed with myself that I could not break myself to tell my family that I was using again. And it was just so hard. I wanted to so bad because I knew they'd stand by me, and I knew I could go get the help I need if I just admitted that I was using again and I needed help and I can't do it alone. It was like a huge burden lifted off of me because I knew I'd be exposed. I knew that I was getting done for myself, or God was doing for me what I could not do for myself. You know, I could not admit that I was using again. It was too hard. I was too ashamed. Because I was so ashamed of just lying to her and doing to her what I promised I'd never do. But she stayed because I sought help, and I was seeking help, whether she was going to stay or not. I went to rehab, and then I got introduced to the rooms of AA. And my life was forever changed.
Baby! Another good one.
Granted, I draw my strength from God, and God is who keeps me sober each and every day. Speak to those that are still suffering, those that are seeking and reaching out for help. And I want to plant that seed of hope in them, that they may be set free as I'm set free. And that's why I chose the name of this channel. You know, I fought with the name for a while, and then it was like an epiphany. It hit me, and I was like, Set Free Fishing, because I am truly set free by the grace of God, and only by His grace. The biggest battle is the mental side of it. If I was still on the drug scene, you know, I might not have my life today. And when this certain thing happened, that was the immediate thought I had in my head. to the point where it almost brought me to tears, because with the way everything is in the world right now, you don't know what you're getting. Yeah, they may say that's what it is, but it could have that booster in it. It could have fentanyl. Fentanyl is an epidemic in the United States right now, and it's killing so many of our young people, old people. It's not a respecter of persons at all. It will take your life from you. And that's all addiction ever wants to do. It wants your life. The devil is behind it, and he wants your life. He wants my life back. But by the grace of God, I'll never give it to him. He showed up at my very bottom. He showed up and drugged me. To me, he drugged me straight out of the pits of hell, where life and society had left me. And God reached down, pulled me out, and gave me a life more beautiful than I could ever imagine. God is at every meeting and speaks through his people. He has led most AA members to this fellowship of recovery. God shows up at our darkest hour, whether we see him then or later in life. He was there to guide us in the right direction. And I've always had a loving family, but I wanted one of my own, and I have that today, and it's all because God showed up and showed out. And I see him every day in my daughter's eyes, and her laugh and her smile. I see God. I see God saying, there you go. Here's your gift. Because that's truly what she is to me. She's a gift from God, something that I'd never dreamt that I'd have, or that would be reality for me because of the struggles and the pain that I have been through. Here I am today with the most beautiful daughter in the world, the most beautiful wife / mom my daughter could ever have. And I live a beautiful life, and it's all because God decided to show up and show out for me. So I'm very thankful and grateful today that God came in my corner and fought for me and ripped me out of the hands of the devil, and allowed me to be his disciple, allowed me to spread his word and the message of hope. And I'm very thankful today that I'm rescued, I'm set free, my chains are broken. I no longer have to live in fear. Do the best I can to put fish on the screen and love in the heart, you know. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoy this video, and remember, while you're out there, make the tug your drug.
Whoa! That's what I'm talking about!